Alright, Bridge here, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another episode of A Normal Lost Phone. Last episode, we were breaking into the Lovebirds app. We broke into his, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say main, profile. It looked like actually a side profile, which was Sam Thing. We're now into what is actually his main profile, which is Same Thing Else. If you missed all that, make sure to go watch that video because, wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. And in this one, I think we're going to look around for, sorry, my mouse is acting weird. We're going to look around for that picture of Sam to send to this person. And I was thinking, I remember I said I was going to click that link, and I never really did, so I have to scroll down for it real quick. And hold on. I'm sorry if there was any background noise there. My friend's cat was licking my laptop, just the very back of it, so I have to make her stop. Okay, so that was really quick. Our internet is great. So you can't click that board real rules, instructions, introductions. It's probably in there. General orienting, VIP. Well, they said they had a VIP one. I'm not sure if so we're gonna go in here. This forum has two parts, one public and one VIP. Upon registration, everyone has access to the public part. Feel free to talk about any topic, but use it anonymous. We're just not going to do that today. Do not give personal information. For that, we got the VIP section. VIP section is the place where you can talk about yourself using your name or not. You can upload photos of yourself, exchange telephone numbers. Okay, so to access that, you need a personal invite. Try to keep this system strict in order to filter out trolls and hate. Okay, we have introductions. There's probably a lot. I don't know if I'm going to read all this, on recording, to be honest, because it looks like a lot. We'll see, honestly. Hi, this part of the forum is for introductions. Tell everyone a bit about yourself, but make sure you stay anonymous and don't share any photos, addresses, so on and so forth. So this is Tessie Star. She's 22. She's a trans woman who's been using hormones for 3 years. Good for you, Tessie. For me, the fact that I'm a woman has always been obvious. She has this really long bio. Not bio, but I guess that's what it is. She's the youngest of 4 children. And it looks like she has all brothers. Oh, Sam Thing is right underneath. I'm Sam Thing, 17. Don't really know what I am. I'm feeling kind of lost at the moment. Fair enough. Let me explain a bit. I come from a town that's not very open. It's quite conservative, really, and I've never met anyone that's openly gay, let alone trans. I didn't even know the word trans for ages until I found it online. Actually, I know quite a few people that's very similar to them. I myself didn't really know that there was a word for what trans was until I was in middle school, late middle school, early high school, even though I knew what the concept was. I just didn't know the word. But anyway, back to the actual game. I've always thought of myself as a guy, even though I've always hated traditionally masculine activities. My cousin, for example, always makes fun of me because I never keep up with the sports news. Because of that, I've always gotten on better with girls. They tend to treat me like a girlfriend, telling me all their secrets, and I really like that. They treat me like that. My cousin also makes fun of me because I enjoy playing the harp. Yep, you read that right. I'm a boy and I play the harp. I've loved it ever since I was little. Of course, I'm the only boy at my music school who plays the harp. I'm trying to think of high school right now. I don't think I ever had anyone, at least in my class, that played the harp, but I could be completely wrong and I just didn't notice. So under here we have H says so. There's so many S's in there. I'm 23 years old. He's a trans guy. They volunteer at the LGBT center in their town. It's a tiny center. You can pause these two if you want to just read everything. I'm hoping the resolution on the screen is good enough. The font is kind of tiny, but... And then Same Thing, you seem quite confused. Just playing the harp and not enjoying sports doesn't mean you're not a guy. It's society that tries to make us believe that girls like this and boys should like that. But you're free to like what you want and who you want to, of course. So I guess we're going to read a little bit more of this, because Sam's I'm going to read word for word. Everybody else's I'm going to kind of take bits and pieces from, so I don't end up having too much dyslexia problems. I agree with H says so, but I admit I wasn't completely honest in my first post. I left out some of the story. Last June there was a concert at my school just before summer vacation. It was super important to me. It was also my last year in the music school because I just about to get my diploma. So, an important concert requiring a certain outfit. We all had identical outfits because all the harpists play together. We had to reuse the same stage costumes that had been used for another school concert several years before, but they only had costumes for girls. So we had to get one made for me as soon as possible, except that while we were waiting for it, I joked and said that I could play in one of the girl costumes. Of course, the school said no, but a harpist friend who I'll call V, which is probably Victoria, lent me her concert dress for fun. I tried it on, and I don't really know what happened. I might have just been trying it on for a joke, but then I looked at myself in the mirror, and something clicked. I can't really say it felt good, more like I felt really confused. Then V said, "Hey, miss, you look really pretty." And I know she said that to make me laugh, but right at that moment, I felt happy. Yeah, I was happy she said that. A sudden intense happiness that suddenly vanished as soon as I realized what it might mean. Anyway, I know that it made me a bit sad when my boy's costume arrived, and I was a bit disappointed I had to wear it for the concert. I don't know where I am. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. I want to try dressing as a woman again, but I daren't. Oh, well, I kind of always hate how they have, like, I don't know, they're so heavy on traditionally male or female clothing for stuff. Just wear what you want. Wear whatever you want. Who cares? Anyway, Captain, yeah, let's just call him Cece. I don't know. I can't say that. They identify as a non-binary. I'm not going to say my age because that's just not something you ask a non-binary person. Okay. Same thing. I think what you felt when you tried on your friend's dress was what we call gender euphoria. Don't confuse it with dysphoria. Fair enough. To put it simply, it's when you feel good doing things that aren't attributed to the gender you were given at birth. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a trans woman. Anyway, it's up to you to define yourself and see what makes you happy. If you want to dress up again, go for it. Just see where it takes you. Maybe you'll decide you don't like it. Yeah, fair enough. Your life lies ahead of you. Grab it by the horns and enjoy it. So we have Sam Thing again. Thanks for the great advice. It's a real help. I made the most of my parents being out to try on my mom's clothing and makeup just to see what happened. And I have to admit, it feels good. Okay, so I'm not exactly a stunner, but I've got something. I should mention that I'm pretty androgynous anyway, so I think I could pass. I really want to go out and meet people, see if they perceive me as a girl, but I don't dare. So Cleo Nito is 19, trans woman. Everyone around me knows more or less and accepts it. While my parents haven't kicked me out, I do often get rude comments. Got a rude comment? Keep it to yourself. Same thing, if you want to go out in the street and see people perceive you as a girl, here's some advice. Use well-padded push-up bra. If you don't have long hair, wear a wig. Don't just wear makeup, wear nail polish and jewelry too. Don't wear too much makeup. You don't want to look like a paint pot. Fair enough. Don't just use makeup for your eyes and mouth. You can also use different foundations. Men's and women's faces are quite different shapes. The idea is to play with light and shadow to make your face look more feminine. There's loads of tutorials online. Try to make your voice higher. Nothing betrays you more than a deep voice. Wow, Cleonito, thanks for the advice. I tried to go out today for the first time dressed as a girl. I just wanted to go out of the house to go to the bakery where I don't normally go, but my legs were shaking so much I couldn't even leave my room. Oh, it's no biggie. I'm not going to let that stop me. There's a sci-fi convention at town soon. I'm thinking it might be the best time to try again. Worst case scenario is people give me weird looks, and I can always say that I'm dressed up as a sci-fi character. I mean, yeah, like this person says, that's a great idea. That kind of place doesn't normally ask for any ID to sign up. Yeah, I don't think any convention I ever went to asked for ID. But then again, they weren't serving alcohol. I don't know. Do cons that serve alcohol ask for ID? I don't know. Moving on. I didn't even think about it. I wonder if there's anything else I haven't thought about. I'm too scared. Stay strong. We're all with you. You still want to do it. Yes, I've even ordered a wig online. Ooh, I can't wait to see. Then do it. Okay, so I just got back from the convention. It was great. No one gave me weird looks or said anything to me at all. And you won't believe it, but I even signed up to a board game club that had a stand there, and I used a girl's name too. Okay, so this is how he gets into the board game club. So that's great. Well done. It's really encouraging to me to read that. So, would you prefer that we use female pronouns now, or do you want to keep that from when you're with the board game people? Nope, let's go for female pronouns here too. I know I can trust you all anyway. And then here we are at the end. Help, I know this has nothing to do with the thread, but we're just going to call him Boss17, but I forgot the password to my account. So there's that. I've already got it wrong twice, and I don't want the account to be deleted, so there. This is just Tessie Star telling them to stop posting in every single thread about something that wasn't relevant. So we're going to go back. We're going to need that. Hormones and operations, beauty, hobbies, VIP. Let's go. Okay, so we have to find the password. So I'm assuming that actual, guy at the bottom who lost their password, we're going to have to do something like that. So we're just going to go to general ranting and kind of skim. See what we're doing. Oh, come on. There we go. I keep forgetting that I changed my mouse. So this is a rant area where you can vent about the people who messed up your day. Okay, we're jumping in right here. We're a few messages down of a few characters explaining friends they have that aren't 100% tolerant, or they're misgendering or using them as a token, kind of like the token trans friend, hey look, I have a trans friend, so I can't be transphobic. Yeah, that kind of crowd. But then we got down to here to Tessie Star going, oh my god, did you hear about the fire at the LGBT center in Melrin, which is the town that apparently Sam is from. So what happened? Homophobic scum set it on fire. Ridiculous. Fortunately, I've just heard that no one was hurt, oh thankfully. And how do you know it was homophobes? I didn't see anything about it on TV. Tell me about it. We all know the media only tells half the story. Would it kill them to use the words hate crime? I have a whole rant about news outlets not calling hate crimes against LGBT people when they are hate crimes. Anyway, I'm not even going to go on it, but I know what they're talking about. Because I can guarantee that's what it was. The firemen have already found that the fire was arson, and for the last 3 months we've been receiving threats in the mail saying that they will set it on fire if we didn't leave the town. What are you going to do? Pick up the entire building off its foundation and just walk it away? Well, I knew Melbourne wasn't a particularly welcoming place for LGBT community, but it's even worse than I thought. Tessie Star, don't worry, everyone in Melbourne knows me anyway, and seeing how they're trying to make us all shut up at the moment, I don't want to hide. I want to shout from the rooftops to fight our rights. No one can silence me. Fair enough. Well said, H says so, and thanks for everything you've done at the center. I hope it gets rebuilt again real quick. I hope so too. Anyone want to adopt me? I can't deal with my parents anymore. I'll adopt you, Sam thing. What happened with your parents? So here's a long thing I saw about the parents. Just a warning, it's a long story. You might want some popcorn. So I've got an older cousin. We're learning with a cousin. I've never really known well because he disappeared when I was little, and it's been over 10 years since I've heard anything from him. His brother and I were always told that he had run off to join a cult, so we never really tried to find out anymore. Last week I found a wedding invitation in the mailbox from this exact cousin, and a huge surprise, he's marrying another man. My older cousin, who I haven't heard from in over a decade, is marrying another guy in my family, aka the most homophobic family in the world. They even said that it was a good thing the LGBT center was burned down. So you can see what I mean. I talked about it with my other cousin, his little brother, and he told me that he'd found a wedding invitation in his dad's office too. He got a hold of the contact info and called his big brother. Well, as it turns out, the whole culty story told to us by his parents was a complete lie. He never joined a cult. It was his parents who kicked him out the same day he came out to them, and they refused to speak to him ever again. That's awful. Wait, what? Why did he invite them to his wedding? I don't understand. Well, sometimes people change. It might have been an attempt by Sam Thing's cousin to reach out. It's a brave thing to do. Brave, but useless. The invite ended up in the garbage. Shitty parents. Anyway, I know what's in store for me if I ever decide to come out. Oof. Don't think that way, Sam Thing. Maybe your parents told you that because it was your aunt and uncle told them to. That's what I thought too. Then I talked with them about the invite and it ended up like this. Me. So I saw an invite to Cousin X's wedding. Parents. Yes, what a disgrace. How dare he invite us to his cultist ceremony. Me. But it's a wedding. What's wrong with that? Parents. No, he's not getting married. Marriage is between a man and a woman. What he's doing is an abomination. It's the cult of homosexuals. That's not exactly what they said, but you get the idea. Okay. If anyone told me marrying my wife would be me entering the cult of homosexuals, I would probably laugh in their face. So this person being very sarcastic is your parents sound awesome. So anyway, we're going to cut it off there at, the cult of homosexuals. Sorry if this was a little too short or if it didn't have, a whole lot of information in it. I was having a horrible problem. I think I'll make a note about it in the video, but I was having a horrible problem at reading this font. I'm going to keep apologizing over and over and over again because I have dyslexia and yeah, I'm not sure why I tried to play a Let's Play of a game that has a lot of reading in it, but you know what? Challenging myself. But anyway, that really has nothing to do with this video. Everyone stay safe, stay as healthy as you can, and I will see you in the next part where we go through the forums. Bye! Okay, this is future me cutting in here at the end. I filmed this video weeks ago and just happened to be going over it again and realized that I made an oops in the beginning of this video and accidentally misgendered Sam. I do apologize that I, at this point, can't re-record it, but I have tried to fix it in the text. I'm going to try to do better in future videos of that. So I do apologize if I upset anyone or insulted anyone by that. I didn't mean to. I need to do better. Alright. Bye.